Good morning, everybody. Today is day 45, and it's my last full day hiking in Pennsylvania. Tomorrow, Jordan and I make the 9-hour drive back south to where I left off so I can pick up trail going Nobo from down there. But yeah, he dropped me off at Route 645, which is where I left off yesterday. I have 10.8 miles and just a little over 1,000 feet of gain to PA Route 443, which is just past Swatara Gap. I think it's near the entrance or perimeter to Swatara State Park. And yeah, a couple exciting things today. I hit 400 miles today for total 18 miles hiked. I have to hike about 6.8 miles to get there, so that's exciting. And the second thing is I'm hiking in new shoes today. So for the last 400 miles almost, I've been in the Hoka Speed Goat 4s, and for the first 200 miles they were great, and it was just the last 200 miles that I started having my Achilles issues. And those Hokas have a 4mm heel drop, which obviously isn't as low as like a zero drop shoe, but 4mm is still pretty low. So I thought, well, maybe that is contributing in some way, or at the very least preventing my Achilles from healing and getting better. So I went to REI last night and picked up a pair of Brooks Cascadia 16s, which have an 8mm heel drop, so double, and they feel really good. I know a lot of people like the Brooks Cascadia. There's been some vloggers that have worn them, so they still have a slightly wider toe box than like a standard toe box. And yeah, they feel okay right now. I do have some weird like pain on the lateral outside edge of my left arch. So I don't know if it's how I have my left shoe laced, or if my left foot is just a weird shape. The right shoe feels great, but I know sometimes shoes take a little bit to break in, so I'm gonna wear them for a while today to see how they feel. I do have my Hokas in my pack just in case. I didn't want to get a couple miles in and have just like excruciating foot pain or anything and be stuck with no relief. So I've got my Hokas just in case I need to switch my shoes, but so far my Achilles feel pretty good in these, so I'm optimistic. But yeah, I don't think I have any great views today or anything exciting, but I'll try to show you some stuff at the very least. I'll check in with you guys when I get to mile 400, so I'll see you guys then. Alright, so William Penn shelter is 0.1 miles down this Blue Blaze, so I think I'm gonna go check it out. It's supposed to be a pretty popular shelter, double-decker, so I'd like to see it. Alright, here is William Penn shelter. Some stairs and a ladder up to the second tier. It looks pretty nice. It's pretty clean. tenting areas seem pretty, maybe lacking a little bit, but it's a really nice shelter. And the privy looked nice too. You pass right by the privy on the walk in, so I might walk out. I will show you guys the privy. All right, so here's the privy. You literally walk right by it to get back to the trail. It's pretty nice. And the trail is right up there. What's up, guys? First off, I feel like I am covered in spider webs. There's clearly been no one through here this morning, and I just keep walking through spider web after spider web that's strung across the trail, and I just have that constant feeling of there being spider webs on me, and I hate it. Anyway, shoe update. So the first 3 miles, my left shoe was pretty agonizing. Oh my God, the spider webs, I'm gonna lose it. This is why I don't like to leave camp first, so someone else can clear the spider webs. Anyway, the first 3 miles, my left shoe was pretty agonizing on the lateral edge of my arch, and then it just suddenly was fine, but switched to my right shoe. So now my right foot, it's not as bad as my left foot was. My right foot, I feel a little bit on the lateral edge of my arch, so I'm just pushing through it in hopes that it goes away like the left side did. But otherwise, they feel pretty great. Like, I can still feel my Achilles occasionally on a slight uphill, and I don't have much uphill today, so it's hard to really test them for sure. But I think I'm gonna feel my Achilles no matter what at this point, even if I have like the highest heel drop on, just because it is what it is. But at least having a higher heel drop will hopefully provide some relief and give them a little bit more opportunity to heal. But yeah, I think once my right foot or the right shoe kind of stretches and breaks in a little bit, these will feel pretty good. I'm a little over 3.5 miles in for the day. I've been hiking for a little over an hour. Yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. Two things. First thing, I just met a northbound flip-flopper who started in Boiling Springs last week, Pennsylvania. So what that means to me, since I'm going southbound, is that I hope she cleared all the spider webs for me. Second thing, I'm not going to miss all these rocks when I return to North Carolina and Tennessee tomorrow. I think I'm going to appreciate the trail down there so much more after being here in Pennsylvania dealing with all of these rocks. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to being back in a little bit of a thru hiker bubble, but also nervous about the bubble at the same time. Looking forward to being around other thru hikers consistently, and people that are going through the same thing. And I'm looking forward to just kind of feeling like I'm making progress again. Like, obviously I know I am making progress right now. I mean, I'm coming up at mile 400 in a couple miles, but it doesn't feel the same because I'm seeing all the traditional no-bows, including people from the cult, you know, the tramline that I was kind of with off and on, hitting these crazy milestones, you know, coming up on mile 600 almost, and being in Virginia, and it's just been tough to see that because I'm not feeling the same excitement from my kind of what feels like made up milestones here in Pennsylvania. So just in general, excited to be back on trail in 2 days, and excited to meet new people, and I'm optimistic about who I might meet, and hopeful that I'll get in a good tramily that is hiking a similar style to mine. So I'm gonna quit blabbing, and I think the next time I check in, although I do feel like there is a lookout at some point here before I get to 400 miles, but if I miss it, I'll check in at mile 400. See ya. Okay, so I'm at the lookout. It looks like there's potentially some camp spots in here, FYI. Let's go see what this lookout is all about. It's the only one of the day, so I feel it is my duty to go enjoy it. It'll be my last lookout here in Pennsylvania. Nothing spectacular. But it's a view. Alrighty, next up, mile 400. I'm here, mile 400. This is the best I could do with what I had available. I think it turned out pretty good. This is the bridge that crosses the Swatara, I think it's the Swatara River, Swatara Creek. You gotta go up to the end of this concrete barrier here on the left, and then it gives you access to the bridge. There's also a parking lot here that if you need a ride somewhere, I suppose you could probably get a shuttle here or have someone meet you. But I-81 is just right up there. What's up, guys? I've got about a quarter mile left of my day. I am done with all the uphill, so I am just making my way to the parking lot on Route 443 that Jordan's meeting me at. This last, I don't know, kind of since I got over that bridge over Swatara Creek. It's been a pretty forest area, especially this last quarter mile. It's just like nice smooth trail. Like, what is this? It's getting pretty green in here. There's lots of green grass and budding leaves, as you can see on the other side of me. And yeah, it's just like kind of a pretty pine forest in sections as well. So really pretty. Overall, the day went well. As you can see, I was sweating. I think it was a high of like 77 today is what the forecast said. I have no idea what it got to, but yeah, it felt like 77. I don't do well in the heat, so I was dying in just 77-degree temperatures. So you can only imagine what I'm going to be like in the heat of summer through the mid-Atlantic and Northeast when it's in the 80s or even 90s. I'm gonna just be a puddle on the ground. So not looking forward to that. But yeah, so today was my last day of Pennsylvania. I haven't added up the total stats yet, but I think if I'm remembering correctly, 113 or 114 or somewhere in that vicinity miles of Pennsylvania done, which is almost exactly halfway. Pennsylvania is 229 point something. Overall, I'm at like 404 about total AT miles. I'm returning to Tennessee tomorrow and hopping back on at Allen Gap on Friday. So looking forward to it. Not looking forward to saying goodbye to my dogs again tomorrow, but at least this time I know what it's gonna be like, and I know that they'll be okay, and I know they'll remember me. I'll be back into PA in probably just a couple months, so not too long till I see them again. And just rolling into the parking lot now. I see my car in Jordan, so that's the end of day 45. See you guys in Tennessee.